Hey everybody, welcome to Far Out Dudes.
It's another weekend. We got another far out conversation for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Paul.
I'm Joseph.
And I'm Jacob, behind the scene. Or
I like how you always do that,
You're
like
always
20
doing
seconds later. But anyway,
can we do it again?
no. Anyway, let's get down to business. Let's do business first and let everybody know where they can find us. Joseph, where are all the podcast places they can find us?
The main ones you have Apple, Spotify.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say like all of them.
Oh, all of them, yeah. But usually the main ones are what everyone's on. But
And
Amazon.
And you can find us on YouTube and Rumble. If you don't have a Rumble account, I suggest go to Rumble. It's something that doesn't block people or shadow ban. So if you go there, follow us, hit the Rumble button, the little, what is it called? Boxing glove? Yeah, the little boxing glove. It's like a like button on YouTube. Just go there, push the little button, like us, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. So what we have today is winter stories.
Spooky winter stories.
Oh, spooky winter stories.
Yeah,
oh, okay. I thought it was just paranormal winter stories.
No.
No?
No Pewa no Mohio. The story I have for us today is about Grýla, an Icelandic, what's the word I'm looking for?
Nordic?
Which?
No, it's like Krampus.
Folktale?
You know, folklore.
Oh, folklore.
Yeah. At least, where's the bum bum? So anyways, at least that's what they say. It's a folklore, but you never know what's going to happen. So, on...
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect timing.
Sorry.
So, here we go. Ready? Grýla.
Grýla.
Grýla,
Oh, god dang, Grýla? What?
Grýla's hungry.
is
She's
Grýla.
a hungry girl.
I can only imagine what the story is going to be about
Grýla,
just by looking at this picture. It's terrible. So for you guys who cannot see, because in post editing, I'm sure Joseph's going to blur this picture up because it is grotesque and shouldn't be shown to
This
children.
area right here.
Yeah. Grýla here that you see. Grýla here. Okay. She is, the blurred out part here is a blurred out baby that has like part of its
I'm not
belly
going to see your finger because it's blurry.
eaten.
Well, that's why you're just like
Here.
this right here.
Oh, okay. This blurred out area right here.
You're not a good weatherman.
Well, no, that's why I'm not a weatherman.
So this blurred out area right here shows a baby with a giant just mouthful bitten out. Of
looks
it.
like somebody like the Cookie Monster Grýla.
And what I love, Grýla.
It looks like Grýla is a cookie monster of babies. She's a baby eater.
She gobbles them up. My favorite part of it too, real quick before I get into the story, is the mom just kind of standing there like, Grýla.
Yeah.
She looks like a
again.
stern housemaid or somebody. Like a headmaster.
Yeah.
Grýla, you're eating the babies again.
The mom's like, the baby was threw up and pissed on itself,
And
so
Grýla
I went and
looks-
got Grýla.
Grýla looks like, did someone just walk in? Did someone
Oh snap! Somebody just opened the door, and the mom's like, "It's Grýla." Oh, she's eating my child this time.
Grýla translates to growler from Icelandic, or what do they speak in Icelandia?
In Icelandia?
Yeah.
Is that how you, is that even a word?
Anyways,
Icelandia?
she's been known since roughly about the 13th century, and a historic
Really?
passage that I found, kind of describing like a short story about her,
Mm-hmm.
goes, "Down comes Grýla from the outer fields with 40 tails, a bag on her back, a sword in her hand, coming to carve out the stomachs of the children."
Wow.
So this picture makes a lot of sense now that
Yeah,
I gave a little background,
but
right?
I think I'm with you trying to figure out what is going on with this mother in the background, and why is she not terrified and like disturbed by the fact that she caught Grýla?
Well, I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh,
Uh, so what she does is she comes down out of her cave from the mountains, obviously, mountainous area, Icelandia. Yes, you're raising.
I think Icelandic language.
Yeah, from Icelandia.
I already started to.
Yeah, I know. So she comes down out from her cave, because it's a mountainous area, as I said, and around Christmas time, right around this time actually. So if you're in Iceland and you're a little kid and you're out past, when it gets dark, that's when she comes for you.
So that's kind of like the folklore here, like with, I I guess the
Boogeyman?
boogeyman, or like for Mexicans, what is that lady that cries?
Llorona. Or
Yeah. That one, or the chupacabra.
It's
outside.
pronounced La Llorona.
Yeah, okay.
It's yeah.
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 Anyways, go ahead.
Oh,
Continue.
yeah. That's what it's called, yeah?
So what she does is she goes after kids who have misbehaved, who are lazy, who haven't
So
done,
like
who
Krampus?
don't miss. How many
Krampus.
times do I have to correct you in saying Krampus?
Sorry, in my
Stop
folklore,
cramping the style.
We call him Krampus because
Really
he's cramping
Krampus
it
with
up.
style right now.
Gives me a cramp.
Oh, I thought you were talking about crumpets, like the crumpin' dance.
And so the few pictures we have show her in a little more detail. Well, at least what she's described as. And she has different descriptions. Normally, she's just like a lady that we showed in the first picture. But another passage or rhyme that I found describes her in a different way.
So in the picture, she looks like the lady from the first movie of Willow. You know, the evil witch at the very end?
I haven't watched that movie
She's
in
like,
years.
you won't get me, Willow.
That's your voice for a lot of stuff, by the way.
Well, that's my evil voice for
Work.
everything.
Work, children, or
Work,
elves
children.
So another rhyme that I found describes her a little more.
Okay.
A little more detail. One rhyme says she has 15 tails, each of which holds 100 bags, with 20 children in each bag, doomed to be a feast for the troll's family.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That
So
does
she
sounds like Krampus.
She takes them in a bag. She kidnaps them. Well, not kidnaps them because she's... Well, I guess it would be kidnapping because they're kidnapping. Anyway, she steals them because they were bad children, didn't listen, were lazy. Just overall, instead of getting coal, you get taken away.
You know what I would...
and eaten.
You know what? That does sound like Krampus, but I would say probably they weren't kidnapped, especially looking at this first picture, because she's literally, the mom is just standing there like, she's eating my child. So
She's like, this year again.
no, I
Grýla
guess I'll try
comes
to give.
again
I
with
guess I'll
this-
try to give birth again next year.
I would go back to my husband. We'll start trying to make another one. Hopefully next year, Grýla doesn't come and pull my baby out of the crib and start taking a big chunk out of its stomach.
I am 50. I'm a little advanced maternal age, but let's see if I can pop out another one. Let's move to Germany. So
She'll follow you there
so
too.
she won't go there.
They've got all kinds of different. They got Krampus over there.
Well, that was the whole point. The whole point is that Krampus is over there.
Except-
And take the children there.
I
too.
don't know if he eats kids.
He does.
Oh, he just some of them he whips with the birch stick.
No,
and-
he doesn't eat kids.
Yeah, he eats them.
No.
Yeah.
Everything I looked up, he doesn't eat kids. He just carries around a stick to
a
beat
birch,
kids
a birch stick.
and takes them to hell.
Well, what video was I watching of Krampus eating kids?
Oh, that's
it
because it's not
Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh,
It's Krampus.
oh.
It's Krampus.
He's getting crunk.
He
Just gets crunk and
he's a-
starts doing cripple.
That is terrible. I wonder if they like showed this to the children when they were younger. Like, by the way, this is what's going to come to you if you don't shut up.
and listen. Now imagine this. Imagine you're like 3 or 4 years old, that baby there, and you don't really know right from wrong. And some witch troll lady just comes and kidnaps you and eats you.
This is literally the making of bad dreams right here.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is probably, hey kids, like all you had, like, you know what? Oh, you better behave, or the boogeyman's gonna get you, right? No, this one's like, you better behave, or I'm gonna show you this picture again. She's gonna be at your door, and she's gonna eat your brains out.
And this lady, the nun, the nun. Have you seen that movie? The Nun?
Yeah.
She's gonna come and just rip you to bits.
Was she previously a nun before she did that?
No, that was just the movie, The
Jeez,
Nun.
God, that is crazy.
So
That
was my first story.
Yeah, I would say this is very. I would say 3-year-olds would be terrified.
Of these portrayals of her.
No wonder back in the, what was this, 13th century?
Yeah.
The kids were probably very good during the 13th century, and
Well, they needed to work to survive
Iceland.
the winter and everything.
Yeah.
Like they're like, you better work because if you don't listen, I'm going to call Grýla and she's going to come down from a mountain and...
Because she doesn't work. She
they're
just
not gonna call it
eat you.
Grýla. They're gonna call it Grýla. The Grýla is gonna come and eat you. Okay, cut that.
No, leave that in.
That's staying in. That was my first one. The second one's even worse.
It's worse than
It's
Grýla
worse.
eating babies?
Believe it or not, it's worse. But I'm going to save that. Like, share, subscribe, and continue listening for this second story. Or skip ahead. Jacob sucks. Jacob's story sucks.
Yeah. So what is it that you guys know about Krampus?
I know he is like Santa's not right-hand man, but like the counterpart to Santa. He travels around with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he, instead of,
that's right.
getting coals or something, he like gets kids and like whips them with
Kind of the origin of
birch
kinda,
branches.
Kind of the origin of where elves come from. They're basically like Santa's little helper. Well, Krampus is like Santa's little evil demon helper.
For the bad kids.
Yeah.
Santa's
bad
for the
kids.
good kids. Krampus is for the bad kids.
In America, Coca-Cola actually took this image of what Saint Nicholas is in Germany and made him into a nice jolly guy, and made Krampus into elves, jolly happy toy making elves. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. And so just kind of going up into one of your to your Krampus story.
Yeah,
Krampus
story. So Krampus actually he's also known to possibly have bells on him.
Mm-hmm.
So
or shackles, like chains,
shackles. But there's also kind of the story goes is that they also had bells on them. So kind of like the Christmas bells.
Is that where the song "Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell"?
That's not actually where it comes from, but that's kind of where the whole Christmas bells comes from. Like possibly like they were going through the snow, they hear the bells. It's not necessarily where
not like the sleigh bells. It's
exactly
Krampus coming for
It's
him.
actually Krampus coming for the children to stick them inside little baskets or inside of his bag and
his cauldron or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is I guess I didn't go into like the details of what happens after the kids are taken. Where do the kids go and what happens? It doesn't really explain that much.
What happens? He takes them, and he goes home. What?
Go ahead.
He takes them back to his like mountain fortress or wherever he's from, from away from his family, and from there he sticks them in like cages in like a prison. But then there's like inanimate objects that spring to life, like a toilet or a plunger. And they help the kids kind of escape sometimes.
Oh, is that where some of the idea for Beauty and the Beast, the little items come to life and stuff like that?
Some of it. And one, there's I forgot what it was. Story. I forgot the kid's name. Some like Germanic name or something. But he escapes, and the story goes that he starts singing with Krampus. It's just an episode of American Dad.
I was like, that story sounds pretty familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
It wasn't Beauty and the Beast, but
yeah. No, I couldn't remember exactly where it was from, but yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's an American Dad episode.
So Joseph, you said you had, I guess you were saying earlier that you had one even worse, more horrific than the Griswold one?
Yeah, the Griswold one. Check out.
I figured they just
put
went on
up
vacation,
the black and white picture of Hans Trapp. The story goes he lived in the 1400s, a rich and powerful and merciless man who was feared by the people of Alsace, Alsace, Alsace.
You're asking the wrong people, bro.
Alsace.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
His thirst for power was so great that he turned to deals with the devil to enhance his power and status. Ooh. Hearing of this, the Pope himself excommunicated Trapp, after which he was banished from Alsace and his wealth and lands confiscated.
Well, I guess that deal with the devil didn't go too well.
No, he got very powerful, too powerful, and the goods came. But anyways, Trapp was reduced to constructing a makeshift home in the mountains of Bavaria by himself. And we all know Bavaria is in
Germany.
His evil desires festered there, him just being stuck in the cave. He developed a hankering to try the taste of human flesh. And finally, he became the dreaded Christmas Scarecrow.
Wait, so he was just chilling in a cave thinking, man, I sure want to eat humans.
Yeah, he was evil, doing deals with the devil,
Man, that's crazy.
festering in his evilness and being angry at everybody.
I don't ever want to get caught in a cave because I might want to start eating humans.
I
That's
might
not my
want to
thing.
start eating a human.
Humans. See, that's I'm already coming from that land.
So he became the Christmas Scarecrow. Adorned in straw as a disguise, he waited on lonely roads for a victim. And one day, a shepherd's son at the age of 10 walked down the path. Trap jumped on the boy, I should say, and stabbed him viciously with a sharp stick. He then threw the body over his shoulders, walked him back to his cave home, and there he sliced the boy into pieces and roasted him.
Oh, jeez.
But before he could take a bite or eat him, Trap was struck by a divine lightning bolt and killed. I don't know why the lightning bolt couldn't come maybe
Before he killed the
hour or
child.
two earlier when the kid got killed, but
Well, see, I don't know how this
Maybe
one
it was a
worse.
kid who shot the lightning bolt.
I don't know how this one's worse than
like,
Griswold.
you killed me. Oh, I'm not done.
Oh.
To this day, naughty children are warned that Hans Trap spirit lingers, and on that he may visit them in the Scarecrow disguise
Ooh.
if they are lazy or aren't good. Now here's where it gets a little psychological too.
Okay.
Hans von Trotha was a knight who lived in the 1450s,
I'm like, wait, that wasn't too long ago from here.
in the 1450s to 1503. He was the actual reference to Mr. Trap here.
Wait, so this was an actual person?
Yes. This was a real guy.
Jeez.
He commanded 2 castles in the Palatine, French-German territory, but became embroiled in an argument with the church over the property in one of them, in one of the lands. The abbot, who is head of a monastery, as we all know, right? Everyone knows what an abbot is. The head,
Yeah, of course.
the male head of a monastery,
Yeah.
would not concede certain properties to von Trotha. So the what is that word? Embittered. I can't read. Embittered knight stopped the supply of water to the nearby town of Wessenberg with the dam. In retaliation, the abbot head of the monastery. I don't have to explain that. But the abbot had the dam destroyed, which fled the villagers' homes and businesses. The dispute continued until, just as Hans Trap, the knight was summoned to the Pope and excommunicated.
Wow.
Cool.
Not done yet.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Even the emperor's intervention wasn't enough to put a stop to the knight's battle with the abbot of Wessenberg Abbey, which is exactly why the Pope had to come into the picture and excommunicate that boy. On his summoning to the successor Alexander VI's papal court, von Trotha refused to attend. Instead, he sent a letter to the Pope, which expounded on von Trotha's faith while accusing the Pope of all manner of impure acts.
Mm.
So that guy was, he was a player. He did not, he wanted all the power and everything to himself. But he was a story behind Hans Trap, the guy who got excommunicated, dressed up as Scarecrow to kill kids
Wow.
and eat them.
How did they connect those two like that?
Well, they made an urban legend out of him.
So, I mean, did he eventually actually take kids though?
No, that's just,
Well, that's what I'm saying. They added to the story, but
he
okay.
became an urban legend.
Wow.
But Hans Trap, don't go out after dark kids. You will
In
get
Germany.
in Germany because Hans Trap.
Hans Trapp will get you.
Hans Trap.
It's been like 700 years. The guy still hasn't gotten over it.
No,
No.
for
He's gonna be
every
bitter to
night,
the end, huh?
this time of year, wintertime, his spirit comes back. He relives. He's like, damn Pope didn't give me my land, flooded my
But
villagers
the
and
popes
businesses.
did. Why don't they have beef in hell? Why don't they
Because
just
they only eat
have a
pork.
rap battle?
Because he's not in hell. He's here
Oh, okay.
in the spirit realm of Earth.
So don't wear a pope's outfit around there, huh?
Don't walk. If you're a kid, don't walk down that road in the Pope's outfit. He'll start stabbing you with 2
start
sticks.
flipping out.
But that was it. That was it. A guy
Wow.
dresses up gets excommunicated, dresses up as a crow on lonely roads, and jumps a 10-year-old shepherd's boy and stabs him to death with a sharp stick
And dies.
and cuts him up.
You
Roasts
sure it
him
wasn't
just to die.
Krampus?
I'm trying to figure out how you said that this one was a little bit more disturbing than the
I
other one.
thought it was.
To me, an old lady coming in and eating your baby seems
Taking
a little
big chunk out of it.
yeah, seems a little more disturbing than
Well, you know, we have different disturbing
a wino
shock values.
a wino in the middle of the street stealing the children and chopping them up.
He's not a wino. He didn't say anything about him being a drunken
This
man.
Griswold lady literally enters your home and eats your baby while you're
Yep.
standing at the
Yep.
door.
Maybe they didn't want the baby. You ever think of that?
To me,
that's why
that's-
she's standing at the door. We're like, oh.
To me,
thank
that's more
God.
horrific.
That bitch. That
That's why
baby's
she
gone.
had such a stern look on her face. She was like, ugh. She's still eating. Hurry up.
I have my other baby I'm going to deliver.
This isn't a buffet.
This isn't all you can eat.
Now, rush along.
This isn't all you can eat, Greta Thunberg. Grýla, I'm sorry. Well, those are my two stories.
All right. That was pretty cool.
Real quick, I want to add on to the Krampus.
Oh, yeah.
Did you read, or I should say I read up a little bit, but there's a thing called the Krampus Run. You know about the Krampus
No,
Run?
I don't know about the Krampus,
Krampus Run.
Tell the listeners and the watchers.
The Krampus Run
What the Krampus
is when
Run-
young men participate dressed as Krampus and attempt to scare the audience with their antics. So they'll run
Oh.
around, and such events occur annually in most alpine towns.
Yeah, I did hear about that
And to
actually.
some follow up with that too, every year there are arguments during Krampus runs. Occasionally, spectators take revenge for whippings and attack Krampuses. In 2013, after several Krampus runs in East Tyrol,
Yeah.
a total of 8 injured people, mostly with broken bones, were admitted to the Leens District Hospital, and over 60 other patients were treated with an outpatient basis. So that Krampus run gets freaking intense, man.
They're like, some of these people dressed up as Krampus get a little out of hand, start doing some violent stuff, and then
They
they're
start
like,
whipping them hard. So much so that people get tired of it.
and they're like, attack them! They're beating us up.
Yeah, and break their bones.
Jeez,
But that's the end of this episode.
that might be the real Krampus. We need to actually kill him.
Krampus is.
Jeez,
That's the end of this episode, though. Hope everyone thoroughly enjoyed.
like, subscribe,
Share.
share with your friends, hit the like button, hit the
Comment.
rumble button,
Just do it all, please.
leave a voicemail.
We need this.
If you like this and the other stories we've told, let us know. Let us know what subject you would like us to talk about next, whether it be a holiday theme, a winter theme, a spring theme, or something phenomenal.
This is the end.